Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel for your stimulus package update. And in a favor of me, if you would you please subscribe and give me a thumbs up and share the videos? I would really appreciate it, guys. And for the ones that's been subscribing, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. But Americans want to know where their second stimulus check is. And they want to know what the holdup is. Well, we know what the holdup is. We know it's a bunch of baby pooping politicians in there bickering back and forth. One wants this, one wants that, and they want to hold up and they can't get what they want, so they hold it up for the American people. So they just pretty much carry a saying. They don't care if we starve to death or not. They don't care if we got food on the table. They don't care if we got electricity, running water, and so on. But this article, it says 70% of Americans want a second stimulus check, yes, and they want to know what's the holdup. Well, I'm going to read this article. I've not read it yet, so we'll see what it says in the article. The Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act, which was CARES Act, was signed into law in March and provided most Americans with economic stimulus payments. It was the last meaningful relief Washington would provide to date. Now, months later, a new Gallup poll shows 70% of U.S. adults believe the government should send another COVID-19 payment. That includes 82% of Democrats, 64% of Republicans. Now, of independents, prominent members of both political parties have also indicated more stimulus money is needed. Now, so why don't you have another COVID-19 payment yet? There are a few key reasons lawmakers have yet to agree on a fifth coronavirus relief bill that would authorize another coronavirus check. Now, Democrats and Republicans have similar plans to provide a second stimulus check. Republicans want to keep the payments largely the same as those available under the CARES Act, except they make them available to more dependents. Democrats would prefer to expand the amount provided for dependents from $500 per dependent to $1,200 per dependent. Now, up to 3 and wouldn't require a Social Security number to receive the second payment, but otherwise didn't change much. But while lawmakers could find an agreement on a second stimulus check, they aren't going to pass a standalone bill addressing only this issue because they have other policy priorities. And that's where the problem comes in. Now, Democrats will prefer a large stimulus package with their proposed HEROES Act carrying a price tag of more than $3 trillion. They provide around $1 trillion to state, local, and tribal governments to cope with the COVID-19 related costs and would extend the extra $600 in weekly unemployment benefits. The CARES Act authorized, which expired at the end of July until January the 21st. Republicans, on the other hand, would prefer to keep the total cost of more COVID-19 relief to around $1 trillion and will provide far less funding to states. The Republican proposed HEROES Act also offers smaller expanded unemployment benefits, provides broad protection to businesses from liability related to COVID-19 infections, and provides much more limited assistance for renters than the HEROES Act. After weeks of negotiation, lawmakers haven't been able to compromise on these issues. So instead of they've passed nothing, there are some hope they'd be forced to find an agreement if key lawmakers used an upcoming fight over government funding as leverage. The government is set to run out of money at the end of the month, and there was talk of Congress members refusing to authorize more funding if COVID-19 relief wasn't included. But there is now a deal on the table to continue operations at current levels without COVID-19 aid, so the chances of a second stimulus check have shrunk. There is good reason the majority of Americans support a second stimulus check. Many people are facing financial struggles, but with the upcoming election occupying lawmakers' attention and so many points of disagreement, it probably won't happen. That means you should be looking for other ways to shore up your financial or finances if you're struggling, or to make sure you can weather and extend recession if you're still in good shape. Hoarding cash, living on a crisis budget, and reviewing your investment portfolio. Now, are 3 key steps that can improve your financial security, even if a second stimulus check never comes. Now, if you're like most Americans, you're a few years or more behind on your retirement savings, but a handful of little known Social Security secrets could help ensure a boost in your retirement income. For example, one easy trick could pay you as much as $16,728 more than each year. Once you learn how to maximize your Social Security benefits, we think you could retire confidently with the peace of mind we're all after. Now simply click here. Now you know what, guys, it's the same thing right over and over. As politicians, they just don't care. Regardless, they don't care. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think there's going to be there will be a stimulus check, and I do, like in my last video, I do think I think the House can do that. I think they will. I think the 5 Republicans will vote for that, and Donald Trump will go for it because he'd rather put up with the hell while he's in office than lose the election. So he'd rather win the election. So I think they'll go for that. Either way, I think there'll be a stimulus check. Even if they don't go, even if that don't happen, he's still got the executive order. So let's see what happens. I just wanted to go over that with you guys, and maybe that can answer a few questions or some information somebody was looking for. It's just articles. There are new articles that comes out every day, and I'll read them to you all every day. Let's see what happens, guys. But anyways, if you don't care, subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, and share the videos. Hey, I love you guys. Until next time, but if I find any more information out on anything new about the checks, I'll be the first to put a video on here and let you guys know. But until next time, peace out.